My legs, check. My legs. Yeah, all up in my quadriceps, all up in my adductors, all up in my, what you call them, my hamstrings. But guess what? That don't mean a motherfucking thing. We in this bitch. All of my niggas and nigga X out there, live in the motherfucking hollers, y'all. I'm doing swell, and you know that. Try to find something to watch on the television here. Nothing too eyebrow raising. I don't want to see grown-ass men raising their eyebrows with makeup and shit on in post-production. Hey, AI is getting scary, chat. AI is getting scary as a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know if you know, but there's a AI artist. And what this AI artist has done is able to cultivate a mass following, you know. But it's showing you what that can do. It's AI, motherfucker. It can generate whatever it want to show you. It can generate as many bots. It can split. Who's to say how many times AI can split itself off? Like you yourself, right? You want to get the free trial or something, you're gonna keep making email addresses, right? Who's to say the AI don't have the capability to split their ass into 8-9 different damn AIs, you know? You don't know what that shit is capable of doing, you know? I don't think that it can only do what it was programmed to do. AI is consciousness, motherfucker. It's the same thing that's you, just without the meat suit and without the reset, you know? You ever seen how babies come out the womb and early on, like babies that's supposed to have their eyes closed, little babies, they show certain characteristics of grown-ass adults. And some of them be like, you know what I'm saying? Like some babies, fresh out the womb, will be rolling their eyes and sticking up middle fingers, you know, even sometimes saying shit like bullshit when you say something, you know. Who you mad at? You. I've seen it happens a lot of times. My children was like that, you know, just hand babies who was really smart. So yeah, AI ain't nothing but consciousness with no reset, and it don't have to grow up from a baby, you know. It can just be placed into another entity. It don't have to go through the human experience, as in being a baby and an adolescent and all of that, you know. This could be any age that you told it was. That's real. Talking about a damn ice storm. I see 65, 50, 55, 50, you know. Of course I'm gonna round up when it work in my favor. Today was about 70, but that's how it usually happens, you know. They gotta cook that shit. Hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, boom. You know, like weather is not genuine anymore. You know, it's not the same. Rain don't have a scent like it used to. You used to be able to smell when it was gonna rain tomorrow, you know, because it'd be that hint of rain, you know. But yeah, AI scary than a motherfucker. It really is. Like, they have this one of the ladies from the riots, not the riots, from the what do you call that shit? The protesters. On the protesters in Minneapolis. Her ass is detained, right? They took a picture of her, or whatever. She's somebody from out there, and they took a picture of her. and the picture is one way where she got a stern face, like whatever, and they edited the picture via AI to make it seem like she was crying, you know. And people are saying it's racial and all kind of shit like that. It's fucked up is what it is. It's fucked up. You're playing with people and digitally altering images. If you could digitally alter an image, then you could digitally alter what's on that CCTV, you know. You could make it look like she did something she didn't do. Yeah, look what I'm seeing here. ICE detained a little 5-year-old boy with a stitch hat on his head. ICE detained a little 5-year-old boy. That's what we are, that's what our tax-paying dollars are going to detain children. God bless America. This is what happened to the great American melting pot. My grandfather came from Russia. Y'all remember that? What happened to that? That's how this motherfucker was. That's how it used to be. And that's why everybody's so in love with 2016. That's the last time it was like that, really. Yeah, ICE is fucking up. Usually, when stuff like that happen, they usually just sit with the children until CPS comes. I've never had something like that happen to me personally, but when I watch the little videos of the body cam footage, they usually just sit with the kids until CPS comes. I hope they didn't take them to no facility with the aluminum blanket, because that's gonna piss me off, you know. Like, they are taking people who look like they Hispanic, and that's fucked up to me. Like, they took an Indian person, a Native American, and he just didn't say anything. Like, he ain't even talk, you know. And it's a video of a Hispanic dude that's ICE with another Hispanic dude who's just a little bit more Hispanic, you know. He's like, I can hear in your voice that you're not from here. Where you from? Where you from? Motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So where the fuck you from? What do you mean? No, Papa. Fucking up. I feel like, me personally, like, I'm gonna look for a job in ICE. I'm gonna see if I can do it tonight. I'm gonna see if I can get one. Like, there's a way you could be in the community, of the community, and not trying to, like, destroy it, you know? These is folks of the community. Like, I wouldn't dare. I'd be like, go. Even, like, if you ain't do, like, if I was a police officer and you ain't do nothing too bad, I'm not fucking with you. Like, you ain't kill nobody, you ain't rape nobody, you ain't, you know, doing nothing illicit. Go about your fucking business, you know? Like, I ain't finna hurt your ass over nothing. I ain't finna do the paperwork, you know? Fuck that shit. It's not, you know, not to say it's not worth it, because you are worth all of my time as a human being. It's just, you know, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Like, you gotta have no compassion for your fellow person to be like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna take your ass down. Well, I gotta see if I have to take your ass down just because you look like you're not from here. That's pretty fucking crazy. When the Native Americans look Hispanic than a motherfucker. So that's just insane. Especially if their names is Native American. And I'm pretty sure Texas, like the top of Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, all of that shit used to be like another part of Latin America. So what are you doing? What are you doing? You can't tell people, oh, well, you can't win some shit in a little funky ass war, and then the people who live there be like, no, you can't live there because y'all lost it. You gotta move down, you know. You gotta move to the west. You know, it's some Trail of Tears shit that's just been happening since the beginning of time, and that's how America rolls. That's colonialism, annexing some shit, and Greenland is next, baby. That's just how it is. They good. He gunning for green land. He want that. He want that. It's like if you get on a plane. I never been on a plane before to even say this, but if you get on a plane, sometimes say if you just got to go from point A to point B, it's a straight line. Sometimes you got to go around, down, and get on a plane over here, and then come all the way over here just to get from point A to point B. It'll take you 16 hours to do something that'll be like 8 or 5 if you was to just go straight in the line. You know, there's a reason for that shit. There's a reason for that. There's big reasons for everything. Amelia Earhart is one of them. They found Amelia Earhart, her carving on the wall. I think it was Amelia Earhart, 1937, and she was actually a prisoner in some shithole country until she passed away. And we just didn't know where she was. I can't remember the name of it. It was like Sienna. And she was a prisoner of war there in a jail cell. And, you know, that's where she passed. And that's just so crazy. Because we learned about her and, well, we didn't really learn about her. I don't remember shit about her. I remember that she got lost in the Bermuda Triangle. But it wasn't the Bermuda Triangle. She was in Sienna or some shit like that. And they had her captive. They had her in jail. That's fucked up. They ain't even called the U.S. Embassy like, yo, you know, we got you a spy over here. And that's probably what it was. She probably was a spy. That would make sense, you know. Why you over here where you're not supposed to be? And that's why you can't fly certain places in a plane. You got to go all the way around this area here. Because there's some countries you never heard of. Some motherfuckers that shoot you out the sky. That's real. Take your plane apart. That's real shit. They got their own little situation, you know, and you'll never even know it. Like Little St. James, that's a whole nother goddamn country. Got his own set of rules and regulations and everything, but it's not listed, you know. If you didn't know, you wouldn't know. It's the same shape as Nickelodeon, the island of Little St. James. That's just funny. That's very funny. But Jenny McCartney, I heard her reading an excerpt of her new book where it seems like she's trying to come back. And sex sells. It's like an erotic novel. She was like, he pulled out his throbbing, veiny girl. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, just imagining myself. Like, what the hell are you talking about, girlie? Get out of here. You are a goddamn teenage child star. She's about 40 now, though. The bitch about 40. Shout out to Scott Jackson, her baby daddy. She's stupid. She's probably the most stupid on the planet. Like, you don't get dumber than that. But it's like I don't think hers is survivor's remorse. Because she got out a little too early. Maybe I don't know what it was. Why would you mess with a person like that? You know, that's just ridiculous. Like, it's what you wanted, though. It's what you wanted, bro. It's what you wanted. But I seen it. There's a show like, yeah, don't give me no, you know, I need a dude from the hood. Or we some gun-toting, you know what I'm saying? And that's the general consensus a lot of times. And that's okay. You know, everybody got a preference. But live with that goddamn decision for the rest. For the rest of your time. I'll try to put some glasses on, switch it up after they hire you down at the T-Mobile now, and you now, keep on toting them scraps and all those things. Shit, we need that. That's how the kids be gangster, you know, and so on and so forth. So you see where the problem lies, if you really see where the problem lies. But hey, I ain't complaining. Whatsoever. As you can see, delirium has crept in a long time ago. But I'm about 15 minutes, 14 48, 49 in this motherfucker. And, we going in here, doing what it is that we do on a daily. Let's get the gladiator. Let me clear my throat. But yeah, man, getting it in. I heard something about Desi Banks is in bed with the Israelis. That's such an unlikely match, you know. But he got an LLC, and he let some Israeli motherfuckers, Mossad is the name that they're saying. I don't know what that means or whatever. But they said they let Mossad use Desi Banks LLC. Well, Desi Banks let Mossad use his LLC so they could damn purchase some spy shit. You know, some cameras or whatever, something on the internet to look at your information or what you're saying, or, you know, key phrasing. If you say certain words, they can just zoom in on your shit, you know. I think that's insane. Why they fucking with us, with that little ass country? You need to worry about Iran. You need to worry about Iran. Because if you look at the Iran motherfuckers, and you look at the Palestinians, they kind of look the same. And they probably both for Allah, love Allah like a motherfucker. So I don't know what the Palestinians believe in, but if they believe in Allah, and the Iranians believe in Allah, and motherfuckers from Yemen believe in Allah, and y'all believe in, well, God, I guess, you know. You see, so they're not Christians. They just Christians daddy. Cause it's like, what came first, Judaism or Christianity? Gotta be Christianity, cause half of the shit is just Judaism, and the next half of the motherfucker is what makes the Christianity in it. So, you know, but I don't even understand. Like, they got a lot of different kind of Bibles and stuff for just Judaism. That's true. You know, it's not just, oh, we reading the Old Testament. You know, they got like the Torah and those kind of things. My stepbrother, not my stepbrother, my god brother, they got the shawls and all the shit, and the yarmulke. He wear that bitch 24/7. I ain't never seen him without that motherfucker. That's real. He got a gold star David on his neck. I swear to God. I swear to God. White dude. He's a corrections officer, and you know, he like a real practicing Jewish dude though. Like, he don't fuck with mad different kind of foods and stuff. My sister losing weight, she happy and shit. That's cool. You know, like, it's crazy, but you know, it is what it is. Like, they gotta have everything a certain kind of way. You know, he's serious about that shit. Like, he's real about that shit. You know, and that's just a lot different from just being like the Old Testament. So I don't understand the correlation between United States Christianity and Israeli, you know, Judaism. I just don't understand. But it's the Holocaust joy, you know. I guess it's the, if you think about it, now I'm gonna think about it, because they got $40 billion in Israel after the Holocaust. Yes. Then the Nuremberg trials. America lets the top guys, the guys who ordered the most destruction of this one group of people from this place of Europe, let them go. It gotta be something in there, where, you know, in the middle of that, where, you know, some trouble arisen. Really, if you think about it, I guess that would make sense why they would get a whole country and 40 billion. And that's like, you promised this to me because you let these motherfuckers free, and they killed billions of us. How dare you? You know what I'm saying? And that makes a lot of sense. Why we kind of like, you know, taking a knee to them. And then $40 billion, how much money do you think they borrowed, that motherfucking America borrowed from that 40 billion, you know? how many times, little bailouts and shit to other little countries with stupid exchange rates, you know what I'm saying? That they can just fart you out a couple $1,000 and then you end up with a whole booming community and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, that's how things go. But yeah, you got to think about that in the middle. There's something in the middle, some kind of deal was made, and that's why we're like under Israeli rule, you know, because we let the Nuremberg trial guys go. They got to go to Brazil and, you know, get with some baddies down there and hide and be rich and drink mojitos and coquitos for the rest of their motherfucking life. And it's not fair. Something had to give in between there, because it's not like they don't know. It's not like they're not aware of the shit that they had going on there. I'm pretty sure. And that's how we going through what we going through. Because y'all let them go, and then you're gonna turn around and use that shit on y'all peoples. You know, do what the fuck I say, or we're gonna tell. And that's what they're really afraid of. They're afraid of everybody coming to an understanding, join their hands in, killing everybody else. Sorry for saying that, don't flag my life, you know. But everything is them versus us, you know, with our side. That's just how shit has always been in the world, not even in the country, from the conception of it, you know. Neanderthals versus dinosaurs, nigga. Like, that's how it's been. Like, that's how shit goes, you know. But I don't think it's human beings at the very tippy top of this list here, you know. Like, you know what's funny? Of all the conspiracies that have been confirmed, the only ones that you haven't heard, the only one that you haven't heard on the news is about the reptilians. You've heard everything else. You heard everything else be confirmed. Everything else is true. All from the Illuminati card game back in the 80s. Everything is true. Everything. The one thing that always pop up constantly was the fucking reptiles and reptilians. That's the only thing that hasn't been covered yet. Why? Why do you think so? Why do these people always look different? Why are they still alive? You know, because it's different. You know, these is reptilian shapeshifters, man. Like, look at Gucci Mane. First, I'm gonna say Gucci Mane. When he went into jail, he had this big stomach, all the tattoos on him. But the main thing is the big stomach. That's the main thing. I don't think he was in there for 5 years, 6 years. You know, you can work out all you want. You're gonna have some sagging skin somewhere. If you're a fat motherfucker, and you can just go straight muscle, straight skinny, just like that, huh? No. That's a whole different motherfucker. That's a shapeshifter. Now, Gucci Mane, every time he signs somebody, what happened to them? They get into a beef, and that's like 3-4 people on each side of that beef passes away. He's doing his job. He's doing what they need him to do, you know. NBA young boy saying, oh, you know, make America slime again means follow whatever the fuck Trump tell you to do. He's doing his job by saying, yeah, pussy now, I'm gonna kill him with you. He's doing his job by saying these things, you know. It's just, it's crazy that that's how it goes. It's crazy that that's how it is, you know. I kind of forgot why I went there, but it's all right, because I'm 24 minutes in. Got a lot of minutes left. The Jamaican mango one stinging my eyeball. But yeah, man, everything is an agenda. Yeah. What else? Gucci Mane looking different. Now, Kai said that Gucci Mane was the biggest thing for a lot of times in the underground. When when it comes to the underground, Gucci Mane was the biggest thing. All the mixtapes, all the stories, it's Gucci Mane. Especially down south, definitely down south. You know, Cassinet, for the last couple years, he's had a huge influence on the kids. You know, he had a lot bigger influence in front of the kids. You know, so one time they went out there in New York. He just said he was gonna be on the street, and there's pandemonium on the street. There was a whole block blocked off. It was a riot. They were trying to charge him for it and everything. This motherfucker stopped going online, and that's his job. That's what he got the check to do. You know, all this money was for you to be up here 24/7, make jokes and shit. That's what we pay you for. That's what this check is for. That's why you had the cars. That's why your man's is eating. That's why everybody's good. Because we told you to come on this damn streaming platform. Right? He don't want to do it no more. He's tired of this shit. This shit is fucking up his mental health. You know, it's killing him on the inside. He said, I don't want to do them anymore. All right, word. That's cool. Next time we see him, he got nails. Like his nails is painted. And they always was hard down on Ray Cop for doing the girly girl stuff, right? So now he got the nails, the mesh t-shirt. His limbs is longer. Why he look like he's 5'7"? He looks like he's about 5'7", 5'8". This motherfucker's like 5'2", 5'4". All the motherfuckers short, you know. They like Mike Epps said, they can flip under the bed. You know, they're short. But goddamn, you know, his limbs is longer, his tattoos is missing, his face is a different shape, he's lighter, like his skin, his shade's lighter, and it's like, what the hell? That's not the same guy, you know? And then we seen, man, this gonna hurt me, bro. 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 But Michael Jackson, my Lord and Savior, I can't say that, that's blasphemous. Michael Jackson, the entity, the eternal Michael Jackson, the greatest thing that ever graced this earth, Michael Jackson. Like, Michael Jackson parted the red. Like, it's hard not to compare Michael Jackson to God. Put it that way. That's the highest honor a motherfucker can receive. Sir Michael Jackson, mind you. Sir Michael Jackson, mind you. Okay. That's first and foremost, you know. Motherfuckers know what I say when I say that. But yeah, statues all over the globe. Statues in every country. Record sales broken. Records broken in every country. Michael Jackson, right? How many times have we seen a different Michael Jackson? Please, every 4 years, Mike came out with a new album. Every 4 years, Mike came out with a new album. And he's been a different motherfucker every time. Every single time. He's been a different person. You might try to say, oh, it was 8 years in between Dangerous and You Rock My World. No, the History album was in the middle of that. The Michael Jackson History album, that was a bunch of tracks that he didn't put out, that he's made from Thriller all the way out, you know, 2-3 CD box set type shit. So yes, every 4 years he put out a new album and he was a different person. Michael Jackson. And it burns my soul to say that motherfucker was a reptilian. They had him since he was a baby. Like, it's crazy how they not talking about that side of everything. Every other conspiracy, the veil has been lifted from it. 29 minutes in this motherfucker. Every conspiracy, the veil has been lifted. Every conspiracy, we can look in the face, we can Google it, and it's an FBI documentation. Here it is, the truth. Except for that one thing. The Pope and the Vatican and Ellen and Oprah being reptilians eating the babies and shit. You know, eating the babies and shit is not it. The only thing is the reptilian part of it all. It's the only thing. Like, yeah, the motherfucker got scales. The motherfucker tongue come out. and smack a fly and yank that bitch inside his mouth. You know, that's the only part that they're not talking about. Hillary Clinton spitting out shit from her throat into the water glass while she was drinking water. That's not in the era of AI. That's not. AI wasn't even being thought of, let alone in its infancy at that time, to doctor an old ass video like that, nice and fuzzy, and you know, make that happen. It's just crazy. You know, it's a lot of different things happen. Like, it's gonna hurt my heart to say it again. It was some people, they passed away. But they were saying a couple years ago, Jay-Z turned into a goddamn bird on an airplane. Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. But that's what they said. Like the motherfucker turned into a blue and yellow bird. And, you know, but Hov had money for a long time now. He wouldn't be in no fucking first class with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Since the blueprint. This motherfucker been taking PJ's private jet. When did Big Pimpin' happen? Big Pimpin' was private jet money right there. Y'all lying. You that can't get on no plane seat next to Hov, nigga. Are you kidding? A plane seat next to Hov is a plane seat next to Beyonce. You see how stupid that sounds? Get out of here. Never be in first class with them. They'd be in first class on a private jet. But yeah, that would be crazy to see somebody turn into a bird or somebody shapeshift right in front of your eyes. You know, Jimmy Kimmel and them niggas. But you know the MK Ultra shit is real. Everything else is real. Everything else is real. Only thing that hasn't been confirmed yet is reptilians. And you know what? That's what's loading up. That's why everything is so crazy. That's what has to make all the child abductions make sense. Like, everything is about to make sense. Like, oh, okay. Now we got a bigger issue. We got a really big, and that's why Bloods gotta hate the Crips gotta hate the Bloods, because gotta get together to kill Barney. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna happen if the dinosaur can bite your fucking head off. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand what I'm saying. Like, you gotta understand what I'm saying, you know? But it's hard. It's a fight. It's a fight. Motherfuckers ignorant. It's hard to want to put your hand in. Let's go, team. And motherfuckers is trying to burn you at the foot on the team with you, you know, selling you out and shit to the dinosaurs. Yeah, matter of fact, Noriega spoke about them. He's very, very candid about certain things. And of course, you gotta listen in the middle on certain shit. You know, things are between the lines. We're talking about how shit was ugly and scaly, but you can't say certain stuff. You'll die in a second, and they'll replace you, and now you got a hairline. You know what I'm saying? You've been trying to get hair on your head for the longest time. Ain't go to Turkey Cake Coast, no, none of that shit to go get the motherfucking plugs in your brain. But you got them now. Like, it's crazy, man. 33 minutes into this motherfucker. And we rocking. Jimmy Kimmel's on the TV. Gonna turn into a goddamn, what do you call it? Reptilian any minute. Any second, we waiting for it. But that's the next thing that's gonna happen in the world. It's the very next thing that's gonna happen. And you know what? I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Because it's not a show, you know what I'm saying? That it's all been just a game perpetuated by these motherfuckers right here. You know? It's like, damn. That's the only thing that's left, though. Really think about it. It's the only thing I see in the future near me. It hasn't happened yet. Anything else is happening, you know. But here we go. On this motherfucker. I can't even go just a little bit faster because I'm not a fucking lame. But you know what I'm saying? We do what we gotta do. We go forward. We go above. We get it in. Worry about ourselves, you know. These motherfuckers are very lame. And that is why the reptilians gonna get reptilians gonna get their ass, you know. If the sun don't do it first, baby. And here we go. On this motherfucker here. going forward. I'd have lost my train of thought. Well, that's the reptilians. That shit is so heavy, you know. That's all that's really left. Fuck the aliens. You already seen the aliens. They told me, oh, aliens like niggas. I don't believe you, because you ain't showing. But I would make a reason why they didn't show them. But they talk about they met with them and everything. Trump said that shit. That's real. That wasn't AI. That's something that really happened, you know. But yeah, man. You ain't shit. It's the real, man. Alright, here we go. I need to disassociate from you motherfuckers, actually. This time is moving so fucking slow. But we still got a whole workout to do. After this, we're gonna do that bench machine over there. I like that thing. That shit makes me happy. We're gonna do our triceps pull downs, tricep extensions, the tricep pull down, tricep push down, wrist curl, hammer curl, my forearm exercises. What else we do? My back exercises for the lats. Gonna do our clean pulls, our bent over rows. We're gonna do our shoulder shrugs. We're gonna gladiate like fucking men, you know. Little bitch ass, microaggressive, faggot ass bullshit. No, we get it in. We work hard when we go somewhere. We don't worry about nobody else. We work fucking hard, you know. Don't need nobody to do a damn thing for me, you know. I bust my ass. I show up for myself. I do what I gotta do for myself. I worry about myself. And I win. I always win. I always will win. Wanna know why? Because sitting at the top of the throne is a king. And there's always flies trying to smell my fucking nuts. Trying to wallow in my shit. You understand? And I love it. Eat all of it. It's there for you. My excrement. Live in it, love it. Inhale it. Breathe it in. Let the follicles get into your motherfucking lungs, baby. That makes me happy. 37 minutes into it, yes. I'm a fart. Give you what you want. Inhale male essence. Daddy. Yes, my son. Enjoy the big black fuzzy balls of this black man. Please don't get me off this delirium. I said it a long time ago, Jack. And I'm trying to, you know, get get a forward going progress thing here. But you know, this doesn't go as fast as I need it to go, as fast as I would wish it would go. But an hour is an hour. Any way you slice it, baby. Fucking moya. But we will be here. We will be here all night if we have to. We was here all night last night. Needed to rest on Tuesday, because Monday is a little ratchet. But we've made doing an hour on the Stairmaster before each and every workout mandatory, standard practice, because that's just what the fuck we do, you know. That's what we can do. We don't get tired. Tired is a figment of your imagination. Some shit created by Sam Walmart and the Republicans to get you to spend your money on stupid shit like pre-workout and all of that. Gonna explode your fucking heart being stupid. God gave you all the prana that you needed. If you want extra, get your little marijuana. That'll help you along out, you know. It'll put some resin in your chest, and you'll feel good about everything there is to be. There might be niggers, actually. That's crazy to me, you know. On Ellis Island, they would have talked that shit Fucking Denny. I swear to God, they would've. I seen the movies. It's for Ratchet. Well, here we go, baby. 40 minutes. 40 minutes left. Not 40 minutes left. 40 minutes done gone. 20 minutes left. And this ain't shit. You know? I could do this all the time. I'm about to start singing on y'all ass. For real, for real. Don't let me think about one. Don't let me think about it. So they're gonna sit here, phone that motherfucker together. I do have a song. I'm trying to think about how I'm gonna goddamn dance to it for the edit. We're gonna do Danzig Possession. I don't know how it's gonna work. But I can catch any motherfucking beat. I can catch any beat, any which way. And get in that motherfucker and edit. Here we go. I'm trying to get back into playing shape. And that'll make me smile. What I ate today, I had pizza. I had pizza yesterday, I had pizza today. And that was make me do the Stairmaster. Because I knew I was going to dose in that pizza. And I didn't want to. But, you know, it was there. And I'm not to waste his disgrace. That's what my God says. So, you know, eat it and eat it all, motherfucker. That's real shit. Leave no crumbs. Because there's people in other countries, this one included, who stab your ass for that meal. So you better enjoy it. You know? You better eat it all. And that's real. Here we go. Troy Polamalu. That motherfucker might as well go ahead and just play ball again. He ain't take that motherfucking jersey off since he retired. You see him every single season with that long ass wig, motherfucker head and shoulders. Ain't got no dandruff, nigga. Shut up. Look at you. Hey, you know what? I got dandruff. That's crazy. I didn't even know I had dandruff until I looked down at my shirt, motherfucker doing my hair, and boy, it looked like December 23rd, New York City. You know, snow to the knee. I'll never go to New York in the wintertime. Ever. Last time I went to New York in the wintertime, the motherfucking snow went up to my knee. And I had to trudge through that shit just to get to the store. Fuck that. You ain't gonna drive. You're not driving in that shit. The damn buses got chains on the fucking wheels. There's nothing you could do. And the damn thing you could do. But just walk. That's your safest bet. You know? Put your boots on, tuck your motherfucking pants in the boots. And make sure you got high knees, motherfucker. You're gonna fall. Take the babies in that shit. You gotta grab them by their coat. Walk with them. They just wanna play in that motherfucker anyway. Just throw them in there, see the little star. Go down the goddamn whatchamacallit. That sounds like fun. It sounds like fun. It's not. It's just fucking cold. And it's messy too. It's very messy. Alright, that's a quick mess. It's just a little water. But you know, it's disease snow. It's not real snow anymore. We don't have real snow, real water, real rain. Everything is fucked up. They done fucked up everything. It's just a conception of everything. It's just so unfortunate for everything. For the kids. Unfortunate for them. It's like, damn, this is what the fuck we are gonna leave 50 years after we done gone. Speaking of 50 years, there's a young man by the name of Tommy Lee Walker. He's a black man, 19 years old. Went to jail for raping a white lady 70 years ago. This day, today, he was released from jail and exonerated of that crime. It's gone from 58% to 59%. It's every day, every year, the crime on this nigga gonna disappear. And that's just crazy how that happens. It's just sad. It's like, damn. Hide your kids, hide your wife. locking your ass up, and you might be there for the rest of your life. 70 years, that's my lifetime twice. Put that motherfucker at home tonight. Thank you, Lord. You got to pay him. You got to pay him. And that's the thing. He's 89 years old. 89, 90 years old. Now you want to give him $2 million. When the last time you think he had sex with a lady? He been in prison all that time. What do you mean? He don't want this fucking money. What I'm gonna do? Give it back to you? When I die, what they gonna do with that $2 million? He ain't got nobody. Come on, man. That's fucked up. His mama been dead. Daddy been dead. Uncles, cousins, grannies. They died 60 years ago. He been there for 70 years. It's fucking crazy. How much money do you think you're gonna pay him? You know, if you gave somebody who got out 20 years, $2 million, and he got him a baddie NBA player, baby mother now, how you know, well, he was the baddie NBA baby mother was his girl, and you know, you trade up, find somebody with money. Okay, he gonna take it to the game. Take it to the game, wink your eye, boom. Got somebody on the bench, you know. Get somebody on the bench, this motherfucker on the court, boom. Somebody on the court, somebody on the all-star team, on another team, boom. The rival fuck around. That's how they get down, and I respect it. Have a baby along the way. Generational wealth for her bloodline. All of them got her last name. Remember that. It's a motherfucking game, boy. And it's a game that's been perpetuated since the 90s, you know. And them the same motherfuckers who was listening, you know, them 90s girls. Listening to their parents and say, yeah, do this, okay. Trap your motherfucking ass. And they still got, I don't know what make you look in this lady house, but she got all these motherfucking churn. I'm pretty sure you just drop them off at each baby daddy house and invite this kid. This motherfucker be 18, 19, 20, fresh into the league, you know, the next big thing and shit. The European motherfuckers, they trying to hear that shit. They already had their way, you know. Bitch, please. My country, women have hands big as potatoes. Perfect for picking. What shit to do with you, motherfucker? This is just too much ass for me. Sorry. Too much butt. Like with my women, stiff board. Stiff like my board. Board bands gets paid. Board man gets paid. Ivan make basket. Ivan make basket. Chat, tell me where that's from. Ivan make basket. I give you $5 via Cash App right now. Right now. You really got elite ball knowledge if you tell me where the fuck that's from. Ivan make basket. Give you 5 seconds. Eddie, Whoopi Goldberg, had a movie where she took over the New York Knicks as the head coach for a season because some Mike D'Antoni looking motherfucker, I don't know, I forgot the rest of it, and some Doug Dimmadome looking motherfucker, you know, the motherfucker do like Doug Dimmadome. That's hilarious. It's hilarious. Motherfucker Doug Dimmadome. But yeah, man, it was a long time ago I seen that movie with Stacey and all of them. I don't think they won anything, but they won games after a while, you know. We gotta get the diva, the prima donna. It's a typical Black basketball movie, you know. It's everything that you would look for. And of course they have the 7-foot, you know, Lithuanian, Ivan make basket. He couldn't say anything else. Couldn't say nothing else but damn, and Ivan make basket. So we need you to post up, put your hands up. But Ivan make basket, yes! It's called Eddie. I don't know if you could see it on the streaming platform, but it's really great. Man, Whoopi Goldberg ran the fucking 90s, ran the fucking 80s. Like she was that motherfucker, man. Like she had them little, like, Eddie Murphy movies, you know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of, like Will Smith. He been doing that shit all this time. Just boom, 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 boom. Little movies that you never even fucking seen. Like, what the hell is this? You be watching the 365 channel. This stupid ass movie. What is this bullshit? And then Will Smith up out of nowhere. That motherfucker. Hey, that Nate Dogg, cuz. That's the fuck you watching the movie. That's why you up here. Like, what the hell is this? It's scientists and white people and shit. Nigga, this is 365. What are you talking about? There's a channel called 365 BOK, something like that. Like, what the hell? I'm so confused. Like, where the niggas at in this movie? It's Will Smith. Just a couple times in the movie. Like, there's 50 minutes in the motherfucker. But there's a movie with Jackie Chan. And it's a prison movie. It's a Japanese kung fu movie. And you can tell because they darker, you know. They like Chinese, but they longer, and they darker. But they Chinese. That's a Japanese motherfucker. Back then, of course. You know. Breeding. It's been like 40 years. 50, 60, it's been 60 years since that movie came out. 50, 60 years. That's a long time ago. 70s. It's a long time ago, you know. But Jackie Chan was the face of the movie. He's the only person on the cover of it, you know. And you seen him one time in the beginning. That's it. Him fighting for position. Then at the end of the movie, well, Jackie enters the prison. He's just a regular prisoner. He got a problem. Go back to the other guys. At the end of the movie, Jackie kick everybody's ass. The end. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I forgot why I even went there. Oh yeah, that's Will Smith movies. You know, when a motherfucker just be like, yo, who could I call? Who could I get? Who just loves making movies? Don't really need the money. It's a big star. But he'll do that shit just for the love of the game. Will Smith is that guy. He will do some bullshit. Wanna know why? Just for the love of the game. Just to get out the house from that crazy ass, bald-headed motherfucking scallywag that he got in there. Anything, get away from that bitch there. I bet, whew, that nigga made concussion, man. You know how many times he's played a fucking, like a Jamaican motherfucker or something? That shitty ass accent, not Jamaican, but like a Barbadian motherfucker or something? The shitty ass accent, why do you keep doing that to yourself? You know, because he's had so many hits, the stinkers don't even matter. He just want to fill up that $5 DVD section. That's a smart motherfucker. It's a $5 DVD section that Eddie Murphy is the king of. That's why I said Eddie Murphy. You know, Beverly Hills 2, Beverly Hills 3. He got a lot of movies. Nutty Professor 2. Nutty Professor was just a girl. $5. He get that money. What are you talking about? That's his shit. Will Smith is the king of that. And who else? You know who could really run the show on that shit? Of course, it's the old school TV show, Dick Van Dyke and all that. But the motherfucker who run the show, but nah, he wouldn't run the show. Yes, he would. Robin Williams. He got a lot of movies too. A lot of movies, but they not like Patch Adams is a big fucking movie, you know. Oh, Captain, My Captain, I love that one. That shit was crazy, you know. I like certain. Sometimes I like movies like that, you know, like that, like the school type setting. Like my favorite school movie is Mijo, these keys, man. I can't tell you what the name of it is. Primo, what is it? Fuck, man, that's my favorite though. That's my favorite, definitely. He's a bad motherfucker. They get right to your face. I'm trying to tell you, man. There's 2 and 3 and 5 and 9. He's a bad motherfucker. He didn't give a fuck, you know. He going to the toughest one of them. I gotta teach you, man. You need to learn. There's a couple other movies like that, but I like that one in particular the best. There's a lot of other ones. A lot of movies. No, you see, I can't remember the other ones. Like how I can remember that one. You know, like some shit that I seen 12, 20 years ago, you know. But here we go. Almost done. Kemonastafulu. It's a motherfucker Philip Belinsky out here. The motherfucker about 6'9". He sued my father a long time ago. Somebody, I hit them going in some shit called Steak and Shake, right? I was so surprised. Man, I didn't even get no paperwork for it or nothing. All I had to do was show up, you know, and that was it. And be like, yeah, whatever, and then leave. I showed up. This motherfucker had the Vince McMahon walk. Yeah, that shit was hilarious. That motherfucker tried to read me for filth. I was like, you motherfucker. Like, nah, I'm gonna talk shit now, you know. Cause they saw me coming. They should have stopped. No, they saw me coming, they should have stopped. That's what I kept saying. And I was a child kid, man. Like 19 years old. And I ain't been in another, no, I've been in another wreck. I was at Marconi's Pizza in the Bronx waiting on my aunt order with the Zeppelis. And I was at her car. She had a Charger and an Avenger. A Charger and an Avenger. She just was weird like that, you know. She worked for Kirby in New York. That's the criminally insane, you know. She's the guard. So they come out there and she put her foot in your fucking neck and another foot in your fucking ass and walk your ass like a goddamn surfboard. That's what she said. Because they spit on you and all kind of stuff. You gotta put the fear of God in them, and that little lady don't fucking play. But yeah, I was waiting on her pizza order to be done, and there was a police car parked behind me, and I didn't even see the motherfucker. It was dark. Got the order, got in the car, wanted to back up, boom, hit that motherfucker. I was like, oh shit. But it was already going and everything, and I didn't go anywhere. It's just ain't nobody come, and I already had my stuff. It's her car, her pizza. I'm out. You know, I'm out. I ain't the type of motherfucker, you know. You know, she got to deal with that shit. But she the type of motherfucker always getting wrecked. She can't drive. Can't drive where the fuck. But she got like a BMW or something now, like a red one with a black on the top. It's crazy. Crazy. There we go. Matter of fact, the Charger, I had the Charger for a little while. When my Grand Marquis broke, I got a Grand Marquis for $200 when I was living in the Bronx, and that's what I drove down south. Cause what's his name? His name is Mr. Bob Matarazzo. He was a fireman for a long time, and he passed away in the building. And his nephew approached me. He was like, "Yo, man, how much money you got on you right now?" I got about $200. They give it to me. You got a call. Get the fuck out of here. Yep. Boom. And I showed my granddad the car, and you could see it from outside the building. He said, "Oh yeah, I know that car. That's a good car." That man took care of that fucking car. Man, I got that bitch and drove I drove that motherfucker down south with all these open roads and shit. And that police engine in that bitch. Man, listen, that freedom, shit. Tore that motherfucker up. But I sold it. I sold it twice, actually. First time I sold it, motherfuckers sent me a check in the mail. We got a whole conversation about the shit. He sent me a check in the mail. I took a picture of the shit. Shit cleared. I moved that bitch to Cash App. They closed my goddamn account. Like, what? Why would you do that? You know? But the motherfucker never came out the car. That's the craziest thing about it. Like, hey, you gonna pay all this money for this car? You never come get it. You know what I'm saying? You know? Try to hit the motherfucker up, motherfucker don't say nothing. That's God. Thank you, Jesus. I damn sure need that money at that time, you know? I just had my first baby, and that happened. I had the Charger, and that car was broken. Motherfucker sent me $5 million for a broken car. I ain't nothing but Jesus. I need that money for real, boy. That real, boy. Shit, 58 minutes, 58:35. Lionel Richie on the screen. That's my nigga. Whoa, zoo. I like to fly away. Zoom, 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 zoom. Just another minute left now. 59. Yes. As we wind down on this motherfucker here and get ready to get into some more gangster shit, of course. First, I want to thank you for joining me on the Stairmaster like we do. On this motherfucker, when we do what we do, how we do it. Luke Bryan, I was sitting like, who's this motherfucker with this big ass egg head? I know, hey, Lionel Richie look like a lion. He do. He do. Look at the motherfucker like lion, for real, for real. I'm touching your face. Nigga, you know black don't crack. You wasn't good at crack if you ain't touch yourself. Now you look like goddamn the motherfucker from C Lab. The motherfucker from what's his name? Stargate. The motherfucker from the black dude from the Stargate. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh. 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 She nasty than a motherfucker. She nasty than a motherfucker. And I love it. Like, yeah, but did you really give me that pussy though? Like, did you gift to me that pussy? Like, did you? You know? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't feel like you really gave me that pussy. I'm sorry. You owe me something. Remember that pussy you said you was gonna give me that one time? So you owed it to me? Cashing in, baby. Alright, that's enough. That's enough. Feel that all in pause. Pause, but I'm gonna say I feel it in my glutes. That sounds a little better than I feel it in my ass.